Here's a good boy, Pixie, eh? He's a good boy. We're going to stack some wood, eh? You excited about that? You're not going to be able to do it because you've only got paws. You haven't got hands to carry it. We've got Guns McHale to help us, so we'll be sweet as, bro. That's right, Pixie. We'll be sweet as. There goes Guns McHale. It's actually a cool name. Who gave you that? Ricky Brown. So it's like a second name, like Guns is your first name, eh? Ladies and gentlemen, here's Guns McHale. Don't walk into that. Man, you haven't experienced pain until you've walked into either a tow ball or a trailer cut thing. I tell you right now, man, it brings even Guns McHale to his knees. Two hands, bud. Two hands at once. Grab two each time. Yep, you work twice as fast. There you go. There you're talking. Doubles your work rate and you're only moving half as much with your body. There you're talking. Awesome. Working smarter. You can feel rain is coming, McHale. It's coming, mate. Good time to get this wood stacked before the rain comes in. Every day. Every day. There you're talking. And every way. Every way. I'm working hard. I'm working hard. I'm working so hard. I'm working so hard. I'm working my fingers. I'm working my fingers to the bone. To the bone. Chopping that wood. Chopping that wood every day, every day, every day. I'm loving life 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 every day. Every day. Every day. In every way. I'm working hard. I'm working hard. Fingers to the bone. Fingers to the bone. Every day. Every day. And every way. Every way. Stacking that wood. Stacking up that wood. Stacking that wood. Yeah, we're stacking the wood. Stacking that wood. Keep on stacking that wood. Keep on stacking. Keep stacking. Keep on stacking. Keep stacking. Keep stacking. Just keep stacking. Stacking all that wood. Stacking all that wood. Every day. And every way. Look at your wheel. Look at you trying to go over, pal. Look. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the singing I wanted to get you doing the whole time, eh? You're starting to find your sweet spot. We're going to work more on that and get your voice working. I'll tell you what, by the time you leave here, you'll be singing like an absolute bird and it'll sound great in the studio. Yeah. Did you feel that? Yeah. Yeah, man, you're happening. Really good. I want you to get in touch with that part of your voice. It's the true voice, your own voice. Yeah. And once you get in contact with that, man, you can do so much. You can do so much. And of course, I've got the channel where we've got a lot of reach. We can do some really nice stuff. We're on the studio. That was just a jam where you've got it down and boom, and you'll nail it, and you get some really nice parts in your voice. I can hear some real quality coming through there, eh? And it's funny because you can sound like absolute shit and your timing can be so loose, or you can be right on the pocket. And this is where I want you to do this with your whole, everything about yourself. I want you to do it with not just your singing, but everything you do. Because before, like 3 years ago, you were always on the money with everything, and now you're sort of, and you're just starting to get back into your groove. And when you're in it, you can be so good. You know, you're only scratching the surface of who you are. Like, and this is just a part of who you are. Music, it kind of, it's based a lot on confidence. It's also based on being fearless and just going into something and feeling it, using your intuition and using your whole self, how you're supposed to be without all the outside influences of things that have come along in your life and hurt you and knocked you down and taken away your confidence and taken away your self-belief and taken away who you really are. It's about being really valid. And I know it sounds strange, but a lot of people don't get that, you know, and they go through their lives taking second best choice, doing jobs that aren't who them, doing things they're not passionate about, because they're always fearful of jumping on what you've just done now and getting it right, because they're fearful of falling down and failing. And part of like singing, it's kind of like a symbol of everything you do. You've got to be prepared to fall down and say, hey, I'm okay, and get back up again and carry on. That way you find your true path. I really truly believe that most people get sick in life because they don't do who they, or be who they really are. G'day mate, how are you, hey? Gonna come up and give me a big hug? Oh yes you are. You know, dogs don't give any fucks. You never saw a dog depressed, eh? They're just in the now, doing everything how it is. And getting a lot from dogs, couldn't we, eh? Even if you kill my chicken and destroy everything. Yes, that's right, Bigsy. Oh, he's a lovely boy. And why am I talking like a big baby to you when you're supposed to be a hard and big dog? Because I don't give two fucks, do I? It's a good boy. Oh, that's still running, man. Shit. Oh, we'll leave it on as the real thing. I thought I turned it off after we finished. So there's our firewood all nicely stacked. Mikhail split a few ones that were not quite done from the other day. You take that down to the house, mate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cook a goose for our dinner. Have you ever eaten goose? So welcome to my new outdoor kitchen. This is a sort of makeshift in the woodshed, because the kitchen in the farmhouse, as you know, is buggered. If you've been following the channel, the rats have taken over and they won that battle. So we're going to tear the whole lot out and build a brand new kitchen. Goose, look at that, beautiful goose. Gifted to me by local hunter and Legion Daryl Sixtus. I don't know if he shot that one himself, but that's what we're cooking today. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make a nice spice to stick on the outside of it. But before I do that, I want to show you some of my cooking stuff I've got. This is what they call a 2-quart camp oven. I've only just recently bought this bag for it. It's a wee carry bag. So this is the one I take away in the bush with me. It's a lighter one, smaller. So I'm cooking a feed for 2 people. It's enough and it's not too heavy if you haven't got too far to go. It's got a wee carry bag, which I've just bought. And inside you've got your camp oven. I bought these at Coppins. You see the inside, this is actually seasoned already. Coppins and Motueka, but you can buy them online too. I buy them from Coppins because Coppins support the Rawalka hunting and fishing competition every year, and so I support them. Here's my big one. I do all the cooking in this. This is my main camp oven. It's what I use at home for everything. It's by Outdoor Connection. There's the lid, and you can use the lid as a fry pan. You can stick it on your fire, cook bacon and eggs, anything on that is a big fry pan. And what I've got on the inside, probably see this here, this is a fruit basket I bought at the warehouse, and I've just chopped it. It was about that high. I've chopped it down, and that's to put inside there, so you can put your meat on top, and it doesn't burn on the bottom. Gets it off. Good idea, and it works really well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a nice spice in here with a couple of lemons, and these come from Ricky Brown. They're from his own tree. Thanks, Ricky. I've got some roast chicken spice. Just I don't know what's in it. It's all mixed up with stuff. I've got Chinese spices, but bugger all of that. That's what you really want. And I've got some salt. So we're going to tear into that. Get out of there, Bigsy. Leave those eggs alone. So they're my chicken eggs. So I've got as much of the skin off as I can, and we're going to pop this whole lemon inside the goose. Good old Chinese 5 spices. You'd normally stick like, I don't know, probably about a spoon in there, I suppose. I guess that's what I've got. This roast chicken seasoning blend is bloody good. So I guess I'm putting in here, another good spoon. Actually, I might put a bit more in. It's a bit stuck in there. Probably a bit moist. Come on, mate, we want a bit more than that. One. That's it. That's what I wanted. Smack that in there. And let's give that sucker a good mix up. Don't have to go crazy, just a blend. Right, on top of that, I want a bit of salt. Plenty of it. Probably say a good tablespoon in there, easy. Maybe a tablespoon and a half, I'm just guessing, but we want plenty of that. And we're going to mix all that in with our lemon, our Chinese 5 spices, our roast chicken seasoning. It's going to be a really nice rub. And it's got a nice sort of zesty smell, that fresh lemon. Look at that, got a nice wee hole down there where all the stuff goes on the ground for the chickens. So what we're going to do is we're going to diamond score this goose. We're going to go around the whole breast on both sides. It's pretty bony on the back, won't get much. I'm going to tear that. And I'm going to show you the knife I'm going to use. This is a beautiful handmade Simon Walker knife, and the sheath is also made by Simon. It's high carbon steel from Sweden. That's why it kind of has that blemish look. Razor sharp with a nice matte handle, and in between the handle and the tang he's got a resin in there. Beautiful knife for cutting. So what we're going to do with this here, I'll just lean the phone forward a bit so you can see what's going on with this goose. We don't want to cut past the actual, geez, that's a tough bloody goose. Look at that, you have to go a bit further. I was going to say, we don't want to cut into the actual meat like I have done there. Pretty hard with wild game because it's not real fat. Just want to get like that one there. That's a good one there. It's kind of like a tough bird. It's not like a bird out of the shop. You're getting these nice cuts there now. I'm going to do the other side. Could probably run this over the steel. Just about due for a bit of a steel. Oh no, she's going good. And then the other way like this. So we're getting that score going. And what this is going to do, it's going to enable us to get the spice in there. Sounds like we might have an egg. Happy days. Yeah, it's not a real fat goose. I think it's actually a young one. Okay, our spice. We're just done. Here's the fun part. Now, ideally, you'd do this the night before. But life being what it is right now, we just do what we can when we can. Want to lovingly massage that into that goose. Get it right in there. And the other side. Because if you did it overnight, it would sit and it would actually get in there more. Just imagine you're with your girlfriend and you're giving her a nice massage. Oh yeah, baby, that's good.
Sorry to interrupt over there.
You okay, bro? Come on over. Yeah, take dogs for a walk, mate. Tear into it. It's good Macau's taking dogs for a walk because it gives me a break. We're putting this on full heat. Looking at that there, and looking at the size of this, the question is it going to fit in there? Huh? What do you guys reckon? Going to find out very shortly. Oh, she's going to be a squash, I reckon. We'll have to chop it down. That's a heavy bloody goose. Oh, it doesn't look like she's going to go, does it? Not even. Righto. Time to think outside of the square here, or at least inside the camp oven. Well, to my thinking, yeah, most of the meat's in here, the breast and the legs. And this bit here is just bone and tailbone. There's nothing in that. So if we chop it through there with a knife, just chop that out, I reckon she'll go. Time for some surgery, mister. Okay, you've had your ass hacked off, mate. There's a bloody big goose still, even with his ass cut out. In there. Oh, mate. We're going to do it. We're going to need a couple of cuts down here. Normally I would have done the cuts after it had been cooked for about 3/4 an hour to let the heat get in, but because it's just not going to go on, we're going to cut it now. Here's our lemon. Going to stuff that in there and try and get the lid on. When I say try, I mean try. Get in there, you bastard. Is she going to go? It's going to be a squash. Okay, mate. You good boy. Hey. Right, smell that, dear. That's Goose. Yeah, sit down. So, how do we go? Well, we didn't quite get it down, did we? We needed to put a bit more pressure on it. So, I got our little camp oven on top, and that sealed the deal. Enough heat. We're away. Right, we're going to leave that probably for about 40 minutes. Come back and check it out. Maybe 30 minutes, actually. It's on full heat. And then we'll have a look at it and give it the old poke. How come you've got a chicken in your cage there, Po? What's that chicken doing in there, eh? Is that chicken laying an egg in your cage, eh? She wanted to lay an egg in there. How'd she get in there, eh? Eh? How did she get in there? Did she go in there when you were going for your walk? And you haven't killed her all this time? Should we let her out, Po, shall we? I think she wants to come out. I'm pretty sure Mikhail has locked that chicken in your cage, mate. Come out, Po. You coming out, mate? You coming out? Come on. Coming out? Come on, itch, come. Your mates are all having their feed and you're in the cage. Come out, you silly chicken. Come out of there. Come on. You're missing out on your dinner. You come to see your mum, have you? There she goes. Out of there, Po. Leave that chicken feed, not for you. Righto, we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. What's it going to be? The easy way or the hard way? I think it's going to be the hard way because I want to put Po in there and you're not coming out. And no, you're not laying eggs in there. No. You're trying to help me, Bigsy, are you? I don't even know if I can fit in this bloody cage. Oh, man. Really? Oh, shit, and here comes Pace. The Po's out. It's not going very good. Okay, fucker, out you come. Ah, don't you bite me, you little shit. Fuck. Jeez. Ah! Bloody hurts. Mate, you put Po in the cage with a chicken in here. Yeah. I'm trying to get the chicken out. It's biting me. Now Po's in there. Yeah, I'm gonna there. She can get it and get it out. I can't get it. Po, in your box. Po, get in your box. Get in. You sort that chicken out. Get in, Po. Get in. Oh, I'm in here, man. I can't get the chicken out. Stay there, Po. Stay in your box. The chicken's biting. It's like, bit my hand. What are you doing in there, mate? Come out. Stay there, Po. She won't hurt it. Po, get in your box. In your box. Good girl. Stay there. I think we'll put B in there too. B. B up. B up. B, get in. Sounds like you got it. Sounds like you got it. Oh, you haven't got it. Grab its legs, mate. Not its tail. You pull its tail out. Grab its legs. There we go. He's out. Bigsy! Don't touch that. Boy, crikey, Bigsy. Bad dog, Bigsy. Bad dog. Yeah, put Po back in, mate.
Hi, come.
Bad dog, Bigsy. You leave the chickens. Bad dog, Bigsy. You bad dog. Leave the chickens. You leave the chickens, Bigsy. Leave the chickens, Bigsy. Bad dog. Bad dog. It's called stock proofing. You still like to go and eat it. Hey, thanks for walking them anyway, bud. Rightio, Goose has been cooking longer than it was supposed to. It's been there for 45 minutes, so I was going to give it 30 minutes. So hopefully I haven't overcooked my goose. That chicken's still making noise. I don't believe it. It's back in Po's cage again. You're shitting me. It's gone back in there again. Is that your new mate? Oh, I don't believe it. Oh well, she can stay with you, Po. Not going to go through all that again. I don't think Mikhail did lock it in there. I think the chicken wants to be in that cage. It's gone all clucky. We need a laying box for it. See that, Mikhail? That chicken's back in Poe's box again. Oh, mate. I don't know. It's like, it's in there, eh? Like,
I tell you, you're one hell of a magician, eh?
I thought you'd locked in there, but it's going in by itself, eh? Yeah. Yeah. What you doing, bro?
Banging the keys.
Beautiful. Right, I'll see how our Goose is doing. That's a hard case. It can stay in there. That's, oh, bugger if I know. Bigsy. Out there, Bigsy. Bigsy, come. I might have to put Poe in a different box and give it that, normally they go up in here. Oh man, it smells good. It smells really good. Ooh, it's smelling really good. Righty-o. Take you off. Let's have a look at this here. She's been long and I should have had it, but ooh, it's okay. It's all right. Oh no, it's hot. Some blood there. Still needs a bit more. Going to turn it over. Oh, she's looking good. As much as I'd like to leave these on, they are stopping this thing get in the pot where it needs to be. So it's the old hacksaw job. Beautiful. Well, I literally had to put rocks on it to get it to go down, but it is sealed now around the outside. I've turned it upside down the other way. Going to give about 10 minutes on that heat like that, just to give a bit of brown to the breast meat, and then I'm going to put it in tin foil. Remember that goose's ass I chopped out? Mate, do you want a bit of goose? There's not much chewing on there for us anyway. You might not like it because it's got a bit of lemon on it, eh? I know Bruno will eat if you don't, fussy bugger. There you go, wrap your laughing gear around that, mate. Yeah, probably a bit turned off by that lemon skin. Dogs don't like lemon. Do you have a chew on it? There's a soft mouth. You're not going to eat it. I bet Bruno will if you don't. Just had about 10 minutes, so we're going to take it off and tin foil it up and put some veggies on. Cabbage, cauliflower and broccoli. There's a bit of water on the bottom of that. We're going to steam it. A wee bit of salt over the top. It's going to be good veggies with this dinner. Taking our rocks off and it's looking a bit better. Put more colour in there now. Righto, going to wrap that up. Just can go on there. Smells good. So I've turned my basket upside down, so this will fit in there. I've wrapped my goose completely in tin foil, and I've taken the cage in the bottom and turned upside down so he fits in, so that they'll go on properly. Now it should be sealed. And I'm going to turn the heat down as best I can. Take it down, we'll know when we go the other way. There's not much control on this. Oh, there we go. Just like that, just a little low heat. And my veggies can go down too. So I'm just going to leave it like that there. Just a nice low heat. So low heat, give that about another 30 minutes and come back. Don't you touch, Bigsy. Oh, the chicken finally left Poe's kennel. Ducky, can you talk to that bloody chicken? Explain to it the facts of life. It can't stay in Poe's kennel. What are you doing, Bigsy? Hey? Don't you touch that chicken. Yeah. I know you, mate. Good boy. You leave it. You leave it. Good boy. You leave it. Don't touch. No, don't touch. You leave a chicken. Good boy. Not for Bigsy. I reckon that hen's going clucky. Hey mate, you good boy, hey? Hey Bigsy. You're a good dog, aren't you, eh? Good boy. Get too close. We can't take rubbish to the tip right now because everything in lockdown is closed. So we've got all the rubbish we tidied up there. And we've got a whole trailer load waiting to go tip there. We're just waiting to find out when the tip's going to be open. So we're cleaning up while we're in lockdown because there was a lot of rubbish. When I bought this place, I inherited a lot of rubbish that was in that shed. And this shed over here, which is falling down, it was full of rubbish when I moved in, and it's still there. Most of it belongs to the landlord. There's a little bit of mine there, but most of it's, well, not the landlord, actually, the people before him, I think. I'm not quite sure. Some horse stuff in there and all old stuff. So we need to get that to the tip. Tucker cooking on the barbecue in my makeshift outdoor kitchen. It's just about ready, and I suspect that goose is going to be really tough. Had bugger all fat in it, and I've wrapped it up, but for wild game, ideally I would have cooked it not so hot and a lot less heat, but it's really hard to control the heat with that broken barbecue. I'm still learning how to use it, so I think we're going to be chewing a little bit. I have to cut the meat thin. That's just my gut feeling. I might be wrong, and hopefully I am wrong, but I've got a feeling she's going to be a bit tough. All the vegetables should be okay anyway. We'll see how it goes. When I first made this YouTube channel, I didn't make it to make videos like this at all. I made it purely to sell my music, which was comedy songs about hunting. That went very, very average, and then when I started putting the hunting videos on the channel, which it then became, that went okay, and I pulled in a lot of pig hunters and deer stalkers and people who live off the land. But then YouTube changed the algorithm and the community guidelines where you couldn't post it. And today, if I make a really well documented hunt with all the stuff in it, all the work, you know, spend a couple of days in the bush and filming and spend 30 or 40 hours editing, I actually get less views than a video just like this at home at the farm. Isn't that strange? Because the audience has changed. They're not really predominantly hunters like they used to be. I've still got a lot of hunters that follow me, but I've really had to diversify, and I've lost a lot of my hunting audience, and there is just no way you could survive with purely a hunting channel today unless you had a lot of funding behind you to make it. You just can't do it because it doesn't get views. So it's funny how things take us along in these journeys we go on in life. Sometimes we think we know where we're going, we think we've got control, but we actually got no control at all. Things just happen, shit happens, and we end up being in a place. Anyway, I enjoy the process of doing it, and one day I know myself and how I am and how my psyche is, and one day I'm going to go, that's it, time for another venture, and I'm going to stop making videos. It will happen one day, but it will only happen when the day wakes up in the morning. I go, I'm sick of doing this, and I'll just stop. And that's what I did when I was a musician over in Europe. I was travelling around, loving it, different town every day, different girlfriend in a lot of towns, just living the rock and roll dream. And then one day I went, this is just not fulfilling me, and I come home and I was like, And then I really embraced my hunting and fishing, and that was over 16 years ago, and I'm still loving it. And I don't think I'm ever going to walk away from my hunting and my fishing and my outdoor cooking and outdoor simple life. There's a little bit of sort of insight into how I got to here, sitting talking to you around my makeshift fire, which is just an old rim off a Skoda actually. Now we're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes before we tear into it. Sounds like Bigsy's found that... what do you got, Bigsy? What are you chewing on, mate? What's in there, Bigsy? What have you got in there? Bloody mussel shell. Don't chew that up, mate. Jeez, dog. Right, this is rested for about 15 minutes. We're going to tear into it. And hopefully it's not too tough. What do you reckon, Bigsy? Going to be too tough, or is it going to be just... looks pretty good, I reckon. Oh, she's not bad looking. Not bad looking at all. Let's get a wee poke with a knife. Oh, actually, I reckon we're going to be okay. We're going to take some breast meat off that. with steamed vegetables. Butter. You ever had goose before?
Nah.
Well, it's not a shop animal, it's a wild game. And I suspect it's probably a bit tough how I did it, we'll see how it goes. Moment of truth. Normally I taste as I go along, but I haven't.
Oh, yeah, it is a little bit tough there.
Oh mate. A wee bit tough, but damn good chewing. Try it with a bit of butter. You can taste this. Taste all the herbs I put in the 5 Chinese spices and the lemon. That's good, eh? Hey, thanks, Daryl. We haven't had any pellets in our mouth yet because there'll be some lead in that one somewhere probably. That's yummy.
Yum.
You've just had wild game since you've been here. No shop bought meat at all, eh? It's all a wee bit tougher and a bit gamier, but after a while you get used to it and it's actually better. It's an animal that's grown slowly. It's not like being shot full of amino acids and hormones and stuff like that. It's naturally grown.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited about a few things. I want to buy a digger. I've been looking at diggers. I was going to hire one, but because I want to do a pond and make an area. And I'm also excited about your singing. I reckon we can do something with that, eh? If you want to. Only if you want to. If you want to pursue that. And if you don't, that's absolutely okay too. What's your gut feeling on that?
Yeah, I like singing and I'd be keen to pursue it.
Cool.
That's what we can do.
Because I'm not going to help you with it if you don't. But if you want to, I'm right behind you the whole way.
Yeah.
Because I see real potential in your voice. You're only scratching the surface. Today we had a jam which was just off the top. Put you in the studio and find those sweet notes in a song. I can get you to sound fantastic.
And just playing with it and practicing and being able to find that sweet spot and then making some stuff with it. Be really good, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, apparently the government at 4 o'clock today made an announcement. I didn't even turn the radio on to hear it. Did you hear anything?
No. Haven't listened to the radio or anything.
The world goes on around us and we don't really take much note of it, do we here? It's like lockdown could be over and we could carry on how we are and it wouldn't make any difference. We'd eat okay and we'd work during the day and Bigsy'd still like do naughty stuff, wouldn't you, Bigsy?
What's he got now?
Oh, I don't know, he's just doing this and doing that. Days go so fast, eh? It's like out here, it's just, do you find that they're going quite fast?
The last couple of days, noticeably.
Yeah, having too much fun. Well, yesterday you drank a whole bottle of apple cider. And I had a few whiskies. It was a rest day. Do you want to add anything to this video before I say goodbye to everybody? Any words you want to put out there to people?
Brobdingnagian.
What's that?
Brobdingnagian.
What does that mean?
Really big.
It means really big. So really big what?
Anything.
Say it again.
Brobdingnagian.
Where's it come from?
Don't know.
Is it like another language? Is it like...
I think it's English.
Yeah? Where'd you learn that one?
Can't remember.
I'm not going to remember it.
But yeah, that's a word that I just want to put out there.
Brobdingnagian.
Brobdingnagian.
Okay. Where'd you hear that?
I don't know, I think I read it.
So, does it mean big?
Yeah, really big.
Really big?
Brobdingnagian.
Oh, okay.
Like a dinosaur or something.
Cool. Oh, well, be Brobdingnagian with everything you do. Make it big. And be good. Can't be good then. Be careful. See you later.
I'm a Kiwi man. I love the Kiwi life. Get out on the hill with my dog at night. Get out on the hill with my dog at night. In the morning light, in the morning light, in the morning light, in the morning light, with my dog at night, with my dog at night. I'm a Kiwi man. I live a bloody good life, and I don't have a wife.